Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. Joining me, Phil and Tom. Phil, how are you?
I'm doing great. We had a wonderful Halloween. We dressed up as marmots and went out shooting things.
Got to be done.
Wonderful time. Good time.
Tom, how are you?
Yeah, all well and good here. Can't complain. We didn't do an awful lot for Halloween. I left some sweets out for the kids, for who in the local area, because we were out shopping at the witching hour, if you like. And yeah, not an awful lot else to tell. Life ticks on. Work is very busy. We're doing a lot of very new things at work. We're to focus our special needs autistic kids on being able to be as productive as possible with their lives. We're doing a series of enterprises where we're actually properly hoping to set up real genuine businesses with them. I mean, they're very well managed and structured, but the one my class is doing is awesome pumpkins. Brilliant. We are setting up a little car wash, and so we did the first lesson on that, where me and my kids, with some help from some fabulous teaching assistants, we were washing some scooters and some a little trike that we borrowed from the PE department, and just using one type of soapy water to clean them, and then clean water to rinse them. And just doing that is a big deal for my kids at our school. So it was really cool to be able to start off and do that. That was my highlight of the week for sure.
Well, that sounds great. But what was the weather like? I mean, isn't it rather temperate over there, rain or anything?
We had a break in the rain, enough to be able to do it outside.
Not too cold then.
Yeah, it wasn't too cold. Yep, we would put our coats on and stuff, but we were fine.
Oh, all right then.
So yeah, that's all's good. I've got a lot of work to do for school this weekend. I'm gonna try and do some a little bit after the show. Richard's used to this. I'm a bit of a night owl, and I normally work on Saturday night from about midnight till about 2 a.m. Just see how productive I can be, get some stuff done. Yeah, and that's the plan for later on tonight.
Neat.
Well, that's great.
Well, as you can see, I got into the Halloween spirit this year. I always do two pumpkins every year because, well, I like doing jack-o'-lanterns. I find it very relaxing. One of them's always the traditional jack-o'-lantern. That's the one on the left, and then the one on the right, I tried the Punisher skull. Didn't quite nail it, but pretty good.
It still looks pretty cool, though.
Oh, absolutely. Good job, Richard. Good job.
Yeah, my in fact, it's the first year since my two sons haven't carved one. It's really weird. Of course, they're in their 30s, but still, they're still into Halloween.
I'm in my 40s, and I still do jack-o'-lanterns. I like it.
Yeah. So Tom went shopping. Now over here, if you go shopping on Halloween, you're going to run into all kinds of freaky people out there.
It wasn't too bad.
God, I miss living in America for Halloween.
I'll tell you, one of the best times. One of the best times over here.
It's just nothing like it. Because I took my stepdaughter out trick-or-treating. She was like 4 at the time. And she's dressed up like a little butterfly. I went as a drag queen. And they were giving me candy as well. I made out like a bandit.
Great.
It was just and there was just like haunted houses everywhere. Everyone goes overboard.
Yep, that's the fun of it.
Oh, what a fun time.
Yeah.
Great time.
Hook up some booby traps that make noises and lights, and yeah, a lot of fun. Scaring the kids. That's the number one thing for me.
I was a drag queen. I went makeup and everything. And
Oh,
I
that'd scare him. That'd scare him pretty good. Yeah.
had balloons in a bra. Went the full 9 yards. It was a good time. So yeah, what was I going to? All right, so yeah, this week's game is Ark Raiders, which released on Thursday. It's like my favorite game in the whole world at the moment. So yeah, enjoy the footage.
I think it's just new. It's new to you. That's why it's so good.
I've been looking forward to this for ages. I played all 4 of the playtest weekends. I got into the beta, and finally released. And me and my mates have been having a great fun on it.
Looks quality, I should say.
Yeah, it's a good giggle. Right. So last week. Oh, before I get into the topic, I want to talk about Bigfoot briefly.
Okay.
So after the Jason B. Miller last week, and just like, who the fuck was he?
Right.
I finally got an answer. Apparently, he appeared a little over a year ago, claiming to be number 1 in the hood, G, and basically he's not got any research of his own. He just takes other people's research, basically. So, that's his 5-star reputation. But I got an answer to who he was. I found him on YouTube. He just seems like to be a prick. I'm just going to be real. There are no pirates in this game, Fred, but everyone's a raider, which is kind of like a pirate, but without the ships.
Without all the water.
Without all the water, yeah. But yeah, that's who Jason B. Miller is. Now, I wrote a blog about it. I haven't written a blog in ages. I was just like, this really inspires me. And I blew the dust off the old blog, and I still remembered my username and password, so I was straight in. And then, because, blogging always reminds me of Matthew Johnson, because that's who I spent most of my time blogging about, I checked in on the man to see how he's doing. So basically, he's claiming he had Lou Gehrig's disease and that Bigfoot and Jesus had healed him from it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could see that.
Not even kidding. I watched an hour-long interview with him claiming this. And I was like, so he hasn't changed at all. In fact, he's gotten worse.
Yeah, he's gone off the deep end a long time ago, and give him a shovel, he'll dig himself deeper. Whichever way the wind blows,
Yeah. Yeah, because he switched from flesh and blood real quick when the Wu Warriors started taking over.
Oh yeah, I mean he had to satisfy his viewers and his fans. And of course, we all know who his fans are.
Yep.
So this guy that you're talking about, what's his name again? Jason
B. Miller. Yes.
Yeah. I looked into some of his stuff, and on the face of it, it just looks like, the same crap that, the same investigation information that everyone else has got. It's just that he's really full of himself.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, well, okay, how much of this is he doing on his own? My own answer is not too much. He's just blah blah blah, just everyone else's stuff, blah blah blah, and I'm great, and I'm the number 1 Bigfooter, that kind of crap. So yeah, the guy's a jerk.
Yeah, he reminds me of that bloke, Keegan Raid, who used to sign every Facebook post he made direct descendant of Robert the Bruce. And I was like, even if that's true, so fucking what?
Right. We're all direct descendants of somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you're descended from someone, don't make you that someone. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world of Bigfoot. Not a lot. Matthew Johnson is still mental. Jason B. Miller's fucking 5-star fucktard. That's it. That's all that's going on.
Real
So-
dickhead. Yeah.
Real dickhead. And that's like from Power Breakdown. So, you know, that's like top echelon, 5-star review right there.
Yeah, well, that's the impression I got, and I really didn't go deep into it at all. I mean, there was a couple posts that says I'm listening to the guy, and he's got some visuals up there, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, you know. And then he gets to the point where how he had done this and how he discovered that and all this kind of crap, and I'm like, well, who in the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, I mean, people have been talking about that stuff for ages. I'm not impressed. 5-star loser. But I like the 5-star thing. That amuses me.
That's right.
That
Yeah,
amuses me.
Yeah, that was from last week.
Yeah.
5-star dickhead.
5-star dickhead. So, tonight's topic. Last week, we talked about 3 things you hated and wish you could change about the world. This week, Tom, what are 3 things you love about the world and wouldn't change?
Well, Richard, first of all, you didn't have a chance to say your piece last week, and I, for one,
Yeah.
would really like to hear what you have to say.
Well, the topic's gone now. We've moved on to things we love.
Oh. Way to skate the subject.
Well, I don't mind either way. Phil, what do you think? Do you want to hear Richard's, or do we go straight into this week?
Well, you know, since we ran out of time, I figured we'd just kind of hold it over until this week.
All right, fine. The number one thing I hate more than anything else is extremism. I wish we could get rid of that
Yeah.
entirely. Like, I don't care. I'm a libertarian. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or a Tory or a Labour or even a Liberal Democrat. Okay, I don't care. But if you take it to the extreme that some people do, that I've got a problem with. That winds me up. If you're filling my Facebook with like just I don't even know, like left or right, and to be honest, the left are way worse than the right with this shit. But like far left people, they're basically bloody Nazis. You can't say or have any opinion that differs from their version. And far righters, you know, they're just as bad. And it's just I'd get rid of that. I'd change that. You know, have moderate views. You can support your team and I can support my team. We don't have to have a physical fight about it.
Well, that's that to be honest, Richard, that's actually very much in tune with my thinking. I've got a friend who I have been listening to for some time and been weighing up and evaluating, and he's got a lot of problems with woke culture, or as he calls it, cultural communism and things like that. And you know, I mull it all over and I weigh it all up, and I'm never really sure what I think. But one thought pattern that I am inclined to be towards is exactly what you say. It's the sort of the demonizing of people who think even something slightly different to you, you know? I mean, and you see it all the time. You see it on social media all the time. I've seen it with my own eyes. Things like, I mean, just people can be very, very quick to absolutely slate and slam the other side. I mean, I'm not going to go into specifics, but suffice to say that any issues that I have are not so much with what the woke left say. It's the authoritarian way in which some of it is delivered. And I think you're going a bit far, Richard, to say they're Nazis, but
they are literal fascists.
Yeah,
they believe that
they are
everyone has to think the way they think and act the way they act. That is the definition of fascism.
Well, and I have seen that so many times. You know, it's like you can't have this opinion Our opinion is the one that matters. And if you have any other opinion other than our own, then you're a Nazi. And that's fascism.
Well, in which case, and I'm posing this as a question, is woke culture in danger of becoming everything it's supposed to?
It already fucking is. I mean, it's like that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, over here we have the First Amendment, and with them, that's the first thing to go. You know, the censoring and everything, and I mean, and the threats. I mean, it's not just censoring; it's the threats. Yeah, you can't. You know, if you post this, you're a Nazi, and we're going to ask Facebook to take you down.
Right, and the pendulum's finally swinging back the other way now, but it'll go too far the other way because it always does. And
well, then that's the danger. You then have this. We could have this woke backlash where Reform UK is bloody wins and fucking Farage becomes prime minister, which is the last thing I'd want to see. So there's a lot of things I'm in complete sympathy for with woke culture. There's a lot of things I completely agree with, but when I have friends that don't agree, I'm not going to cancel them. I'm not going to delete them. I'm going to stop speaking to my friends who don't agree with the things I do. Even though some people would call some friends of mine racist, I don't believe they are. And I also think racism is something that possibly comes by degrees. It's not either yes you are or no you're not. I mean, I think I'm not sure. I'm never sure. I'm not, even when I'm speaking now. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm never final. I'm always a fence sitter, always a middle grounder. But I'm not going to delete any of. So I listen to everybody, and I don't delete and cancel anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you combat it. I have some right dickheads that post some stupid shit on my Facebook, but I will not block anyone because I don't want to live in an echo chamber. Because if you live in an echo chamber, that's where this kind of thinking breeds in echo chambers.
Yeah, exactly. And you learn nothing. And you learn
nothing. And you need to open the discourse. You need to have your views challenged because you could be wrong.
Okay, Charlie.
Very well put. Richard, that is possibly the most sensible thing I've ever heard you say.
Sound just like Charlie.
And apart from when you actually greeted me in the real world and you said, all right, dickhead. I mean, yeah, to be fair.
My God, let it go. It was 9 months ago.
That was the most accurate thing you've ever said. I mean, I am absolutely completely. I mean, you have me nailed. I can't deny it.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at myself.
Oh, I don't have to. I'm laughing at me. Yeah.
I do that a lot. I put myself down more often than not.
So, Richard, let's move on. Yeah. What's the next thing you would like to get rid of?
The discontinuation of video games is something I would like to fucking get rid of. There are a lot of games that you can't play anymore, despite having purchasing them, because the servers have been shut down and the company's gone down.
Right.
Case point, great MMO I used to love playing called New World. Amazon have shut down the company and the servers are going to be shut down in like 6 or 7 months, and I'm not going to play it anymore, despite having spent £100 on the game and the expansion packs.
Wow. That's a shame. I mean, well, that's why
it should not be legal. It's theft, is what
that's
it is.
Why I always root for physical media, and I always still buy physical copies of everything for exactly that sort of reason. Sorry, I don't mean to be all high and mighty. I feel vindicated in my retro geekiness. That's all.
Yeah, but you can't get physical media anymore. I mean, it's going digital for this reason, so you won't own anything anymore.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So many of it is repetition from one game to the next. And I don't know. I think they need to up their game. I love the ones where you're exploring space and you have to land on other planets and you have to fight other pirates, space pirates, and those are kind of fun because it's not like a dead end road or a plotted map, so to speak, like this, like you're showing here.
This is not a dead end, Phil.
Yeah,
I don't know how many.
Oh yeah, that's a very good thing to be to lament, Richard. And on to number 3.
France. I'd get rid of France.
Yeah. Well, you can do that on Facebook.
I thought you said friends for a minute, and then I wondered if you meant people like me or if you meant the TV show. Then I heard you. Then I realised what you'd actually said.
Yeah, I like the TV show well enough. It's a good show for a few. The thing about American TV shows, if they do well, they go on for too long.
Yes.
There's just like the magic's over, guys. But British shows go on for too little. Like most of our best TV shows only have 2 or 3 seasons. And I was like, you could get a couple more out of that. But yeah,
I don't know. I think maybe that the mindset, is over there is more like get something fresh, and over here is just how to feed the cattle.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV. My wife has some shows that she watches religiously. They started off with this. She started off watching this Boston. What is this Boston medical show or whatever, EMTs or medical show, and then there was an offshoot of that, Boston Police, and now they're doing Boston General Hospital, and so there's 3 different shows all based on the same series, and she just sucks it up, and I'm like, this is so much like the other ones, and it's all drama. And I'm like, I haven't enough of. I don't want to see drama. I don't want to see drama in my real life. Why in the hell would I watch it? On TV.
Yeah, gotcha.
But she's a woman, so she likes the drama aspect. And I guess I can't blame her for that.
Hey, I'm a guy that loves a bit of drama. Don't get me wrong. I'm a sucker for reality TV.
Oh boy.
But I think that reality just goes on for too long.
Yeah, I think reality TV sucks, to be honest.
It used to be good when it was actually real. Now it's all scripted.
Oh yeah, it's all scripted. And, I'm like, Finding Bigfoot. Finding Bigfoot should have ended the first season.
Yeah, they didn't find it.
After they didn't find it.
Yeah, they should have just been like, okay.
It's like, okay, we tried. This is what we do. We tried. This is how we're going to do it every single time you tune in. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it for 5 freaking seasons.
Yeah, and every episode is going to be exactly
the same.
We're going to interview some people, walk out into the woods, and fail to find Bigfoot.
Walk out in the woods, yell and scream for a bit. Shine your camera around and stop every once in a while and go, did you hear that? And end of show.
Yeah, end of show.
No imagination.
None whatsoever. It just, no, I agree. 1 season was more than enough. Like that other one, fucking Bigfoot Bounty.
I've never tuned into I watched the first episode and it was so funny. I almost watched the second one and I decided no.
It was kind of nice seeing a bunch of people you knew.
That you knew, right.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, Tom, 3 things you love and wouldn't change. Obviously, coconuts.
3 things I love and wouldn't change. The thing is, I've had 10 minutes to think about it, and I haven't spent a second thinking about it. So I've really wasted my time with this one. Okay. Okay. Well, at risk of being really obvious and boring and saying something I've already said, physical media. I wouldn't change that. I think that should stay. I think you should have the right to own a physical copy of anything you purchase, as far as is possible. So, I love having my my video games. My Doctor Who. I've still got my Doctor Who collection on VHS from they're from 1963 to 1989. I've got all of those. And I've still got a VHS player plugged in. Got a load of retro video games consoles: Mega Drive, N64, Sega Saturn. Then the Wii. We've got a PS4 and a PS5 in our house. We might get a Switch 2 for Christmas for the family. And I've got my Neo Geo. So, yeah, just absolutely love these things. I mean, the elaborate Blu-ray box sets you can still get mean a lot to me. And, I really love them. And, something can't be taken off of streaming when you own it. It can't... you can scratch the disc and you can ruin it like that way. And I have lost a few that way. But... ultimately it's what's yours is yours, and it's and I really like that. So that would be one thing. Physical media.
Okay. Two more things.
Okay. Am I going to go with another, or is Phil going to go in with his first one?
Yeah. All right. Fine. Phil, what do you got?
The one thing that I love that I would not change.
Yeah.
The love of a good dog.
Oh,
never change that, ever.
Yeah, I'm more of a cat person than dogs, but I totally feel you. I mean, that's such animals are just beautiful things, and I know people who absolutely love their dogs. When people love their dog, they really, really love their dog.
Yeah, my goal in life is to be the kind of person my dog thinks I am.
Oh,
it says a lot when the relationship between a dog and its owner, and the owner always says, well, it's a family member, and then they do become a family member, and there's a reason for that. I mean, they'd give up their life for you. But anyway, that's my first one.
Yeah. Comedy for me. I fucking love comedy.
Oh yeah, laughing. Yeah, that's a really good one. Laughing.
Well, you just matter how miserable I am, how depressed I get. There's always a good comedian out there that'll cheer me up. And it's not always like a paid comedian. Sometimes my friends just comedy, just making fun of each other and having a good laugh.
Yeah. What are your favorite comedy films or TV shows?
My favorite comedies.
Yeah.
Fucking Blackadder, that's great. Would I Lie to You? I love that. The movie.
Boy, Blackadder's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Good show.
Very good show.
Strange
Wilderness. That's like the funniest movie I ever saw.
What is?
Strange Wilderness.
I've never seen that.
Oh, that's great. It's great.
Now, as far as British comedy, man, the IT Crowd was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's freaking hilarious.
That episode with the fire, you just can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
I've seen a bit of the IT Crowd, but not lots. In fact, totally undoing myself with this one. I was given a load of DVDs by a friend of mine because they just didn't want them anymore, and one of them was the IT Crowd. And I took that disc on holiday. We opened it, and I think one disc was missing and the other was scratched. So we didn't have a lot of luck with that. So yeah, really undoing my advocacy of physical media in one fell swoop.
The In-Betweeners is another good one.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much how I remember my teenage years. So.
Oh, they're so we've been showing those to my kid, and even though they've got a certificate that's a couple of years older than he is, they're not. No one is who is going to follow anything that those guys set as an example. I mean, their idiocy, leads to nothing but catastrophe for all of them. 99%
Have you ever
of the
seen
time.
the American pilot of The Inbetweeners?
No.
It's so terrible.
What's the name of it?
It's just called The Inbetweeners US.
Oh,
and it's like it just never translates. Never translates.
Oh, it's difficult to do that when it comes to a British show.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite classics was the League of the League. Shit.
The League of Gentlemen.
Yeah, there's another word in there. The League of something Gentlemen, which I thought was hilarious.
Also, Richard, one classic comedy series we've yet to mention, Red Dwarf, which also had an absolutely useless American pilot.
Yeah.
Right. I have, believe it or not, I've got every episode on DVD of Red Dwarf.
Oh, well, good for you. I've nearly got them all, but I'm missing a couple of the more recent seasons.
Yeah. My son got me the entire set all in one fell swoop.
They were going to do one last one this year, but Chris Barry's having health problems.
Oh, Smeg.
Yeah.
But
they are all old now, so maybe just leave it.
They must be all in their 60s.
Yeah. Well, I would think that they would play on that, though, knowing the show. I mean, everything that they were and everything that they represented, they played on. So being old and over the hill, I think they'd make that one up big.
Yeah, that's actually, Phil's got a point there. If they embraced that instead of running away from it, that would be great.
Well, they were going to do a fifth season of Blackadder with them in a retirement home, but I don't think they could get everyone to come back. So
yeah.
Hugh Laurie was doing like fucking stuff in America and.
Well, no, not just stuff. Okay, he was doing House. Genius.
No, this was After House.
Oh, After House. Well, he has that band now.
And House was great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh God. And he was so on point with that. Jeez.
Okay. Second thing you love, Tom.
Second thing I love, coffee. Or it's a toss up between coffee and single malt Scotch. I'm gonna go with whiskey. Single malt Scotch whiskey. It's absolutely brilliant. There's so much variety of it out there. It's a little bit. It can be expensive. Boy, can it be expensive.
Yeah.
But there is
and I don't like spending the extra bucks on single malt and then have it be too peaty. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends on what one you go for.
Yeah.
If you get a Lafroig or an Ardbeg, I mean, you're talking £40-50, which you're talking, $60-70 for. Yeah,
and they're damn good.
And they're absolutely delicious. They're you really feel the sense of the luxury. But a slight problem with whiskey has emerged, actually, which I've noticed in supermarkets, because it's the single malt equivalent of shrinkflation. What happens is that because everything is costing more. And all the prices to do with food are going up, and everything's costing more. To keep prices, because single malt whiskies were already £30, and now they're £40-50. To do ones that are back in that price range of between 20 and 30, what they do is they're not aging it for as long. There's a lot of single malts out there where they say like American cask edition or vintage rum select on things like that, and they don't have the years on them. They don't have the years on them. So the minimum you legally have to age Scotch for is 3 years for it to be called Scotch.
But if you put barrel aged on the label without giving how many years,
Yep. It's not very many, and you can taste it when you taste these. That you can tell the difference. You can see the depth is missing. And yeah, so when me and my dad went walking in the lake, when we the same holiday, Richard, and I wanted to buy a bottle of single malt for the holiday, and I chose Highland Park, which is. I chose Highland Park because it said 10 or 12 years old on it, and so I'm like, right, that was it, and it was really, really good. That was great. Oh, speaking of your comedy, Richard, does anyone know the film Swingers with Vince Vaughn?
Well, yeah, I'm aware of it.
Well, it's a really, really good comedy. It's a cracking film. It's so much fun, and there's a bit where they go to Vegas, and Vince Vaughn's mate tries to order a whiskey. A waiter comes and just asks him if he'd like a drink, and he orders it he's trying to be cool, and he's trying to pretend like he knows his stuff, and he just comes across as an absolute moron. Just him, the monologue he gives when trying to order his whiskey is so funny. I'm going to see if I can find it on YouTube. It's brilliant. Well, I mean, I think so anyway. So yeah, single malt whiskey is the second thing I would absolutely keep. And Phil?
Oh, well, for me, it would be the continuation of the how am I going to put this? The words how you keep something, how you make something last, or bring it about again. What's the word I'm looking for?
Renewability.
The continuation. Okay, I have to pass until I remember what the hell I was trying to say.
I mean, do you have anything specific in mind that you're hoping to continue, or is it just continuity?
Classic cars.
Sorry?
Classic cars, especially the ones that have the 440-inch cubic inch engines in them.
Maybe you're looking. Maybe you mean preservation.
Preservation. Thank you. The continuation of the preservation of classic automobiles.
Okay.
Because there's really not enough people doing that, but there's enough to keep the interest. And even though they're continued to disappear, but they're worth keeping, and I love them. And you just when you get into a vehicle and it's got a big block V8 in it, and you start it up, it's just something that does something to you, And I think the preservation is very important, and I love them, and I think we should definitely try to keep them and retain them and fix them.
When I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard, where they drive, where the General Lee is a Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
And I'm told that is an absolute classic car with an incredibly gratuitously oversized engine.
448 cubic inch engine. It's a monster.
I mean, why does a car that size need an engine that big?
Well, if you have to ask
to go through.
Well, if you have to ask, you must not have ever experienced it.
Well, no, I've never driven in a car like that. No.
Yeah, right. Well, someday, maybe with luck, you will.
Well, go on. What's it like? What would I notice if I got into one of those?
Well, the very first thing you notice is the sound. The second thing you notice is the instantaneous torque, that little bit of a shake from the hood when that thing catches. And then the rumble. I mean, you have this deep-seated, low-level vibration that shakes your skull. And then you put it into drive or first gear, you let off the brake, and you hit that pedal, and you fucking move. And the sound behind you and what it leaves behind you is something from the gods.
Yeah, there's nothing like driving a car.
I mean, and
like
yeah, Richard, you've been here in the U.S. Have you ever either listened to or watched someone drive one? Or
yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I went to a NASCAR race once, and obviously driven on highways with people in. Well, I went past a Chevy Impala once. Ooh,
not bad.
That's a sexy car.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Dodge pickup, and that was awesome.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, nothing like it. Yeah, and for my birthday once, we went to a racetrack and got to drive like sports cars, one of them packaged things you can get, and just being able to go full speed. It's awesome.
Yeah, you just want to, and the vehicle just wants to go. It wants to. You can feel it. It's like, what are you doing, man? I want to do this, and you're holding me back.
Brake.
It's like a wild stallion biting at the bit, knocking down the gate. Yeah. Anyway, that would be my second one.
that'd be Phil's number two. Number two. Preservation of classic cars.
Sweet.
My second one would be one thing I absolutely love is that feeling when you complete a goal that you've set for yourself. Like, you wake up in the morning and you're like, or, something for the year where you're like, I'm going to fix a roof or a big project, and you do it. And then you get that feeling of just like satisfaction, especially if it's like a DIY thing.
Right. Yeah, I have that feeling often, actually. I love to work around the house. I'm Mr. Fix It. I'll tear things apart and I'll put them back together. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Like, especially if it's something you've never done before as well.
Right.
If it's like something brand new, like a couple of years ago, the plumbing went in my downstairs bathroom, so I had to fix it all myself. And I took the pipes off. I put in new copper pipes for the water. I soldered it. I'd never soldered anything before. And then I had to put the white PVC pipes in for the waste. And when I was finished and I switched it on and there was no leaks and everything worked. Mwah.
And exactly. Yeah. Well, it's just recently we have a bathroom fan that's in the shower and in the ceiling, obviously. And this is a fan that was installed when the house was built in 1964. And the fan was rubbing and making all kinds of rackets, and I knew I had to replace it. And I had to figure out, first of all, how to take the thing apart because it was basically built right into the rafter. So I managed to disassemble and found on eBay an exact replacement in a box, a 1964 fan that was exactly that fan. I mean, my luck. I could not believe my luck finding the exact one. And I got it out of there and I installed it and it worked great. And my wife was like, "Oh, he fixed it. I'll tell you what, that's a great feeling."
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just that doing something you've never done before, DIY, and it's like, yes, I'm a man.
Yeah. Arr, 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 arr.
Or if you're a woman, whatever. But like, Just great. But mowing the lawns is a lesser one. If I can get all the lawns I have to mow done in one day, that's a similar feeling, but it's not the same. But I do like mowing the lawn a lot, Gabby. It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's like that. He says a light beer, a cold light beer tastes the best after you've done 2 or 3 lawns in the summer.
Yeah. Very much. Very much. If you have like a can of beer or a can of cider or something after doing all the lawns in the heat, it tastes so much better.
It does.
All right, Tom, third and final thing you love about the world and would not change.
Okay, it would be. I mean, I could say like random acts of kindness or something like that, but that'd be a bit vague, and a bit too sickly sweet. So I'm gonna say, I mean, even though I do absolutely, live by that, I'm gonna go for something a bit less obvious. When you're absolutely wowed by something you see or hear. I can think of a couple of albums that I've heard recently and a couple of films that I've seen where I just think, hang on. Whoa. Just stop a minute now. Hang on. What is that song? That is absolutely brilliant. When I first heard Slam by Pendulum, I felt that way. I was like, what is this? This is outstanding. In 1994, when I first heard Closer by Nine Inch Nails, because a mate of mine had it on CD, I've never been so blown away by a song as I was by that. By Closer by Nine Inch Nails. I don't think that's those synthesizers towards the end. I don't know if either of you know that song. The synthesizers towards the end are it's just absolute genius level musicianship. In creativity and everything. Do you know Closer by Nine Inch Nails, either of you?
No.
Nope.
Well, I envy you because you have got hearing that song for the first time lies before you. Ignore the chorus. The chorus is a bit crude, and it doesn't really go.
This is the best song ever made, but the chorus is kind of shit.
Well, it doesn't. It's not about that.
Music is totally subjective, Tom. What you like, I might not necessarily like. Okay, music is completely subjective.
But it's after all the singing has stopped. What happens to the music when all the singing and the screaming and the shouting and the ranting, when all of that stopped? I mean, for me, the words of the chorus are just very much. Well, I'll tell you what it says. It says, "I want to fuck you like an animal."
Great.
And it says that a lot, but it's like, that doesn't quite seem to me to be in keeping with the rest of the lyrics in the verse, which are quite personal. But anyway, that song, film I saw, I watched. It was either Melancholia or We Need to Talk About Kevin. I found those and watched those. Both of them. This was some time ago, probably about 6-7 years ago. But when I watched those, I remember literally going, yes, this is absolutely brilliant. I remember jumping around in my front room saying, this is why I watch all those films. It's because every once in a while you hit something this damn good. So yeah, that was something.
Right.
It would be keeping the wow.
Good films.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Phil?
Well, I was thinking about those things as far as, music and videos, and I'm trying to remember the one. Anyway, there's the music. They play this piece of music, a song, at the end of the Mothman prophecies. Blew me away, and I'm trying to find it right now online here, so bear with me. I put and music. I've even got it. I've even got it on a playlist. Half Light. The song's called Half Light, and I was like, I'm like, whoa, you know, it's just like what Tom said, you know. I don't see the name of the group that did it. Oh yes, Tom and Dandy. Tom and
Oh yeah,
Andy.
I know them.
Yeah, and they did this thing called Half Light, and it was awesome, and I put it on my playlist. But anyway, yeah, my number 3. Beautiful women with large boobs.
Yeah, they are fucking awesome.
Yeah, beautiful women. And I see now, you talk about women, but I'm talking about beautiful women with big hoots. Okay, that's different.
I mean, they've got to be the right size. There is
absolutely
such a thing as too big.
Yeah, you know, they got to be perfect. You know.
Yeah.
You know, nice and round. You know, fully packed.
I know. I like mature women. I like them a bit saggy.
Anyway, enough to be said about that one. Can't argue about that one.
Can't argue that one.
So,
no, straight down.
You know, you mentioned Tom and Andy.
Yeah,
Phil. What was the what did you mention them in? What context was it? Sorry to hop backwards in convo. Sorry.
Oh, the song?
Yeah.
The song was Half Light.
Okay. Oh, and that was just a really good song that you heard that they'd done, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it was at the end of the movie, The Mothman Prophecies.
Right.
And right at the end of the movie, right when the credits start, here comes the song. And I had to find, and of course I had to go through and the credits and, you know, scroll through the credits to find out what the hell's this song. And that's when I came up and when I saw Tom and Andy Half Light, and I'm like, wow.
Oh, okay. I found that. I'm going to play that after the show. Thanks.
Yeah.
The reason I know them is because I for a while in the noughties I really, really liked a film called Killing Zoe, and they did the soundtrack to it.
Yeah, so they're that kind of a group.
Yeah, they also did the soundtrack to Arlington Road, and I bought that because they'd done it. But it wasn't really very listenable. It was all ambience and stuff. It was a weird thing.
Well, when I wrote music for a couple soundtracks, it was a lot of ambient stuff too. You know.
Oh, you did movie soundtracks?
Well, they call, you know, it's they're not. There wasn't professional like studio stuff. It was amateur films. And I did 2 amateur films. Both of them spy based, you know, espionage type. And so anyway, yeah.
Wicked. Cool.
Well, yeah, I was really heavy into you know, composing back in the 80s, late 80s and 90s.
Awesome, man.
I still have some music I wrote on CDs. I have 3 CDs. 3.5 of one was non-completed, but yeah, they're still around.
Are they online? Are they online? I think we're able to stream them.
Yeah.
Send me a link,
I don't know where, but one was Global Charts. That was the first one. And on Global Charts 2, both of them I did. And you can find them. They're around, you know, on pretty much any major site that has music. And then Tiki Trauma, which was my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, so and then another one was called Global Charts Americana, of which I've only had 8 cuts, so I never put it out there. But anyway, yeah, fun stuff.
Why don't you put it out?
Well, if you can find a way for me to listen to some of that, I absolutely would.
Well, if you just like friend me on Facebook and I'll send you some stuff. Yeah, I'll send you some.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, the last time I did any compositions was like 12 years ago, 15 years ago. So all of this stuff.
That's all good.
Yeah, but it's all good,
Tom's album's really good. If you ever get a chance to listen to it.
Oh, I didn't know he was a musician.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Richard. Yes, I'll send a link for that back the other way. Story there is, after hearing stuff like Close Up by Nine Inch Nails, I thought I really fancy having a go at this myself, and so I built a little home studio on a budget of about £500. Ran it all through Cubase, load of virtual instruments, guitars, me singing, loads of effects, lot of distortion, samples from films, video games, threw it all together, did the very best I could to mix it and master it, did my best with the production. The trouble is, and I don't know if your experience of it was like this, Phil, but the more you learn, the more you see there is to learn, and the goalposts just keep moving faster than you can possibly run. So it actually took me a very, very long time to finish my record. It took actually for me to finish my album, it took about 15 years. But I got there and I did it, and it's there, and it's online available for free. So I will ping you that link back.
Great. Oh, that'd be great. Love to hear
it. As I tell you every time, I am super proud of you for sticking to that dream and doing it.
Yep.
That's fucking well done.
Which nicely brings us full circle.
Okay,
that was your...
My final thing before the show ends is what I really love most is learning new things. And I never want to know everything, so I can always learn new things.
Learn or experience or both?
Yeah, both. Like 2 weeks ago, we had that episode about the New Zealand moose that I found out about. Mm-hmm. That was really interesting. I went down that rabbit hole completely. Just stuff like that, or how they pronounce things in other cultures. Trying to find out what English sounds like to foreigners. I found some videos that demonstrate that pretty well.
That's cool.
Because English is supposed to be a really hard language to learn, but I learned it when I was 5. So how hard can it be, really?
Yeah, but you didn't learn all of it.
Yeah, but that's my last thing. I love learning and experiencing new things.
Awesome.
Yeah, I do. The real reason I got into Rubik's Cubes was because I wanted to learn something for the first time. I wanted to do something from scratch, something I knew nothing about, and I made myself learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And I did, and never looked back. And that was about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. You taught me to do them, and I love doing them now. It's so easy as well. People think they're hard, but it's just basically 2 things you got to learn, and that's it.
Oh, well, I'd like to learn that.
It's various different ways to do it, but my way is very, my way is very straightforward.
My record is 3 minutes for doing one.
Oh, I'd love to learn how to do that.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of the night. Sweet. That went by really quickly. Well,
It really did. What a great
Yeah,
job, everyone.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll
Ditto.
wrap us up for this. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night, people.